What's your personal highlight?
Oh, just in life?
Yeah, or music.
I'll do both at the same time. I'm a giver by nature. I like giving. When I was a kid, man, on Christmas, I like giving people gifts more than I like receiving them. One of the coolest highlights for me is a couple things. I love my mother and my sister. So being able to take my mother to the Straight Outta Compton premiere and watch my mother be on the red carpet and watching her be excited, there go Raphael Sadiq, there go the game, there go this one, there go that one. That was a dream come true. And also, like I said, my sister was the one that brought that Master P CD home that even got me rapping in the first place. So I took my sister for her birthday to the No Limit reunion tour, and she got to meet Mia X, which is her favorite rapper of all time. And to see my sister cry when she met Mia X and Fiend and Mystical and all of that, them is some life highlights for me that through the blessing that I was given, I was able to bless other people with things that they probably never thought that they would be able to experience. And for it to be my mother and my sister, like the two people who I wouldn't be here without, man, it's like, those are the moments that are highlights for me when I could do something for somebody else and watch them experience like that level of happiness.
Right. Hey, because I was about to say, man, because you a top No Limit dude, and I know you used to bump that first. What was that? I don't know if it was the first Fiend, but it was something that truly hit me, man. What's that Fiend? What's that Fiend album, Mister? Oh man,
There's one in
the
every
first
family.
Fiend album. Dude smoking the crack pipe. What was it?
Yeah, the first Fiend album was There's One in Every Family.
Yeah, there's one in every family, man. Like
Classic.
I think you put something on there. I was like, yo, man, how dope was that album? What was your favorite track on that album?
It was a song on there called On a Mission with
Mm.
that's a personal favorite, but the whole album was crazy with C Murder, Steady Mobbing, and Fiend. But then also slanging with UGK on there, Take My Pain with him and Silk and P and Sons of Funk, The Baddest, Going Out with a Blast, All in a Week. Man, at all times, bro, I could name that whole album. So
Oh, album, right? Which you got to speaking of UGK, which you got to work with Bun B on while you worked with Bun B
on
while
Lone
what
Star.
while you were asleep. What was it?
Yep.
While you were outside? Yeah, while you were sleeping.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
worked with Bun B, have you?
Say that again.
I said you worked with Bun B on the Lone Star while you were sleeping.
Absolutely. The legend, the legendary Bun B.
How was that? How was that working with him and listening, to a tape like that, and then be like, "Damn, I'm in here with Bun B."
It's crazy. Like I say, these are people that there would be no John Connor if it wasn't for them. So to bring it back around and be able to salute them and show my gratitude and appreciation and trade bars with them is really just humbled, and gratitude is the words that come to mind, man.
Okay, I got one last question for you here.
Absolutely.
What do you feel about the state of hip hop nowadays?
Um, I think that is great. I think that is great to see so many young artists getting opportunities to grow and get money and feed their families. My only issue with it is I just feel like it needs to be more diversity and more balance. I think that everybody's right now afraid of stepping out on their own and sounding like themselves. They so concerned with trying to be famous that they'll try to sound like everybody else, or they'll say the most ignorant, stupid shit like just to try to get on or have they shit go viral on TikTok or whatever the case may be. And it's like, it ain't about that, man. The longevity is being yourself. Like music is a relationship between the artist and the consumer. It's the person feeling like they can connect with you on a level that maybe they parents can't, maybe they people at school can't, right? So that's why, I think that so many rappers are here today, going tomorrow, because the consumer is not being attached to you as an artist. They're attached to that moment that whatever dumb shit you was doing was cool. And then there's going to be 5 other, 10 other, a million other people that come along and do dumber shit than you. And then they'll get attached to those moments. But you'll always be attached to feelings when it comes to music. That's why people still listen to Earth, Wind, and Fire to this day. That's why it's certain older artists that can still tour to this day, because we love the feeling that they gave us. They gave us a feeling. We connected with them. So for me, it's just like, I hope that the younger artists, you know what I'm saying, that's getting on and getting the quick money, I hope that at some point they realize, you know, put your feelings into the music, tell your story, and, you know what I'm saying, don't just get caught up on being famous in the moment. So I just think that hip hop right now needs more balance. You know, even when we had Biggie and Pac, of course, we had Uncle Luke, you had the 69 Boys, you always had party music, but you always had emphasis that balanced it out. And I just think that right now in hip hop, we need to support indie artists. We need to support those artists that aren't making the shit that's on radio or on TV, because that's what we need to make the culture continue to move forward. We need that diversity. And I just think we need to balance it out. It's cool what everybody's doing, like, you know what I'm saying, and making party music and shit. And if you want to sound like another person, that's your business. But I think that we also need to support those people that are taking the step and taking that chance of sounding like themselves and being original, because that's how you serve the game.
And like you were saying there, how everybody's original, and you certain songs you can always remember where you were at that time because you can relate to that song. And it's always like, I always say to people that it's like the songs that you started getting laid to are the songs that you start remembering, because you had those songs playing while you were banging.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Whatever was popping when you had your first kiss, lost your virginity, all of that, that's the shit you're going to be listening to for the rest of your life. You're going to be with your kids like, I was 17 when this came out. I never forget it.
Yeah, I Crossroads, Bone Thugs and Harmony. I'll always remember that blowjob.
Yeah.
I remember my first brain was getting some head. Not getting some head, but what was that old blowjob Betty?
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, oh shoot, I'm over here actually listening to a blowjob fucking anthem.
Hey,
I gotta say this though, man. I really wanted to say this, man. You actually, and a lot of people haven't really seen. I mean, I know a lot of people have seen it, but they never brought it up to life. You actually worked on the soundtrack to the city Boondocks. You was actually on the Boondocks mixtape. How did that feel? How did that come about too?
That was when I was on Aftermath still, right?
Yeah.
Right. I feel like, damn, bro? That's one you digging deep in the archives. I don't even remember how that came to be. That's funny that you even, damn, that's crazy that you brought that up, bro. Like, nobody ever brings that up. That's crazy. But
yeah, because it was the last season of that too, the 4th season. They came with a mixtape on that Pimp. And I remember when it came out, I was like, oh shoot. I was like, oh shit, there's John Connors on here. The city, run to the city, I remember the whole thing.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yep, so the city, which was DJ Khalil produced that. So I definitely was on Aftermath when that happened. So I think that it was maybe they reached out to somebody at Aftermath, and that's how the joint got on there.
Okay. Wow, that was huge, because this being on that type of vibe, man, and I'd be like, oh yeah, you can't tell me nothing about John Connor. That's why, and I'm not trying to blow smoke up your ass or nothing, but I feel like when I hear my favorite rapper, I want to feel that, you know what I'm saying? Every little song, you know what I'm saying? Every last song that I hear, including anybody, I'll be like, yo, I gotta hear that. But also, what's next? What's next? We y'all gotta know.
Yeah, that's gotta be probably our last question too.
Yeah, that's our last
let them go here.
All good, man. So what's is we actually I'm gonna do an announcement video that we're probably gonna drop next month. That's gonna tell everything that I'm about to tell y'all. But what's next is the Best in the World series is coming back. So we doing Best in the World. The end tape is gonna drop. Absolutely, where it's all Nas inspired beats. After that, that's the setup for SOS Part 2, The Road to Legendary. In the meantime, the reason why SOS 2 is called The Road to Legendary is because I got a 5-part docuseries called The Road to Legendary that tells my whole story. And you're going to see the actual footage of me battling in high school up until the first time I ever rapped to Dr. Dre, to me leaving Aftermath and starting my own company. And so that'll be accompanied by SOS Part 2. Which is going to be dope, man. It's, another all original project. We also releasing all of my old tapes, that the all original tapes that used to be on Dat Piff, the Calling Part 1, the Calling Part 2, Season 1, Season 2, and While You Were Sleeping. We dropping those on all streaming platforms this year. After that, my artist Ace Cabana, his project Moonwater, which I produced and executive produced the entire project, you know what I'm saying, for the most part. Moonwater's coming. So after that, me and KLC's project 24 is on the way. Me and my man TZ from WWE Swerve City Podcast, we got a 6-track pro wrestling
Swerve
coming.
Swerve,
Yeah.
I think I seen on your like page, Swerve. I got to meet Swerve.
Yeah, shouts to my brother Swerve. Shouts to TZ. Shouts to everybody at Swerve City Podcast, man. They're my brothers. That's my family over there. So me and TZ got a wrestling-inspired project coming. Then after, like I said, me and KL got our joint coming. After that, me and Ace Cabana got a project called Stark Parker, which is our group album. After that, SOS Part 3. And then, we just going to keep it moving. So we got hella content coming this year, man. And introducing y'all to my label, All Varsity Music Group. Which this is crazy for me. I always aspire to be a Dre, a Jay, a Dame, a L.A. Reid, you know what I'm saying? Those type of people, Steve Stout. And now this is me taking that turn into being an executive, Mogul Connor, man. That's what it is for 2021, 2022, releasing all these projects, introducing y'all to new artists. And like I say, let me wrap it up, but I get passionate when I talk about it. I want to show the world that Flint is not just one thing. Right now, I'm so happy for my city. You got artists like Rio the Young OG, YNJ, Louis Ray. Like, you got all of these dudes coming up from the city. And I think that they're doing a great job at telling Flint's story. But there's a whole other side of Flint's story as well that I don't know is getting told. And that's what I want to be responsible for with my company, All Varsity Music Group, and exposing the world to other young artists from the city of Flint that has their side of the story of Flint to tell. And I just want to be there to back them up and watch them turn into the stars that they supposed to be. So shouts to my whole label. Shouts to Lindsay AI. Shouts to Steve Claybrook. Shouts to Taylor Tatum. Shouts to Joey Alana, Enjoy Melody, Ace Cabana. Shouts to Cam Tyler, Cam Howe, Jeff Sky. Shouts to everybody. So those are names that y'all gonna get very familiar with in the near future. All Varsity Music Group, man.
Hey, right. Which I can't wait, because I heard you doing a song with one of my friends from Canada too, 80 Empire.
Word. Well, let's love, sending love, absolutely.
Thank you.